Welcome back to DataViz Bitesize. This is episode 5. For those of you who've caught the rest of this series, you might notice my hair has suddenly got quite a bit shorter. But we're continuing with this series of really short data visualization videos. They're, if you like, thought for the days that you can take into your practice of producing charts and graphs during the day and bear them in mind. Just little bite-sized videos for you. As I've explained before, in each one of these, I'll be sharing a DataViz principle. These are based on a set of DataViz Play Your Cards Right, rather fun graphic series produced by John Schwabish, who runs the PolicyViz website. And then in each episode, I'll also share a practical example of putting that into practice. What does it look like if you apply that principle? So for today's bite-sized principle, let's have a look at this. Today's card from John is Stand on the Right. Tables are good for looking up individual numbers, but to help people scan and compare them, align whole numbers flush to the right. As you can see, it makes it much easier for people to compare the units, the tens, the hundreds, etc. A simple principle, so we've tried to include in a number of these videos, but something that can make quite a difference both in the tables and in the way that you include your numbers in charts, etc. So what can I share as a positive example of this? Well, I thought this data visualization was, wrong one, was rather fun. Let me just pull up the correct one. There we go, moving beyond the card. I thought this was rather fun. It's a table that's also using the positioning of those red numbers to indicate their relative position on a consistent scale. Now, the simple application of John's principle we can see here in these total columns, that when we look at all drug deaths in these different US locations and opioid related deaths here, we can see that right aligning each of those numbers makes comparison much easier. Interesting idea you might like to try is this idea that in the other part, where he's showing the amounts per 100,000 people, he's horizontally positioning the number relative to a consistent scale. So 52 sits over here, all the way back to 27.4 back there. Interesting to play with maybe, but the point I'd like you to walk away with is the benefit of this right aligning your numbers to make it easier for people to consistently compare. Okay, that's today's bite-sized thought. I hope it inspires you as you produce tables and charts today to communicate your data more effectively. See you back in episode 6.